Alright, good morning and welcome back to the long play of Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. We've been having a blast with this game, but we've only gotten through 3 scenarios. There are plenty more to go, but we're moving now on to challenging parks. Seems like a bit of a step up from so-called beginner parks, but we've been blowing through them and I'm sure we'll blow through this one as well. This one is Amity Airfield, build a flying-themed amusement park in this abandoned airport, and our objective is to have at least 3,000 guests by the end of year 4. Again, park rating of 600. They've all asked for a park rating of 600, and that hasn't proved challenging to get. In fact, if you ignore the very first run we ever did of this game, and I certainly do, we've never had any real problems coming up in this game. We'll see if Amity Airfield changes that. So we start out with a... wow, it's all nice and flat, which is pretty great. It almost looks like an airfield, but it's full of junk. This long pathway coming in here from the entrance, and I imagine this is where we want our want our park to start pretty much as soon as they get in. Well, what I want to start with is clearing away all this junk, because it has no space in my park. Mostly all this pathway. I'd never want people getting lost on such thick pathways, so we could delete those and make relatively loads of money off of it. So we've already made 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So yeah, I don't want any of this junk here. But something I'm going to endeavor to do now is to actually keep the buildings on the map, because I kind of felt a bit of shame from destroying them before. Pathways, sod those, but the buildings, yeah, they can stay. Or maybe we just eat into them like we did when we did the old castle map to begin with. Alright, what do we have to play with on this map? The lack of background music always makes me so nervous. Couldn't this game have some kind of starting BGM? That would be nice. Hang on, missed a spot here. I want it starting out, coming out straight there. Alright, but before we start planning the park, let's see what we have available to us. We've got some transport rides. I still haven't used these, and perhaps I should try using them sometime. We've got lift, chairlift. I love chairlifts, so let's endeavor to use this on the run. Suspended monorail and regular monorail. Alright, the 3 of these sound like utter crap, so let's try out the chairlift. Gentle rides, Ferris wheel, observation tower, we've seen those before. Same with the mini helicopters. I think our time of using those is over. Haven't seen these before. Space rings. Concentric pivotal rings, allowing the riders free rotation in all directions. That sounds like lots of fun. I'd like to ride one of those, so we'll have it here. And flying saucers, another thing that I've never used before, or never seen before. Right, coasters. This is the bread and butter of it all. Inverted hairpin coaster. No, we haven't had inverted coasters before. We also have suspended swinging coaster. Compact inverted coaster. Mini suspended coaster. Okay, so lots of suspension going on. And finally the bobsleigh coaster. Riders career down a twisting track. People die from that, you know. The launched free fall, which is a terrifying weapon. And the Enterprise, we got that late last time. It'd be nice to actually see what you're going to unlock in a map rather than just have it appear what feels like randomly. No water rides, plenty of shops and stalls, including the chicken nugget store. Or is that specifically different from it? Fried chicken. Okay, we got lots of things from the very start, including the ATM, so we should be able to extort loads of money from our patrons. Do we have the souvenir shop? We don't. The souvenir shop has previously proven to be everything that makes us loads of money united. Okay, well, let's get super funding. Screw gentle rides. It's all about roller coasters, thrills, and shops and stalls. I'll be happy enough with that. Scenery, that's important. Do we get our dinosaurs? We do get our dinosaurs. Excellent. Space-themed stuff, Wonderland, mechanical, and the Yeah. The geometry of nightmares is available as well. But I can't see our death skull, so maybe I need to find that out. But we have water spout back, and it's impressive that the water spout, that's some kind of suspended water hurricane, is cheaper than the fountain. Is that everything we've looked into? I think it is. I need to get a general idea of what I want to do. Oh, well, what's useful to know is, are we charging for entry? We are charging for entry, so there's a pretty good chance that the rides are going to be free. Is there a way for me to know that straight away? Well, let's just bang down a Ferris wheel for 450 smackaroos. And no, it is free. Okay, that's a crying shame. So we can't make loads of money united off of the rides. That's a shame. I think I prefer making money off of rides than from entrance fee. I'm just not all that sure yet. What kind of pathway is this? I think it's this darker one. Okay, so what do I want to do, and how do we want to tackle this? Well, the Ramsey chimes in saying, suspended swinging coasters are absolute puke machines, so are the rings, if I remember. Seems like the game wants you to have a hard time keeping this park clean. Well, bins and benches should keep us on the right track here. Jake, ideal time to go full-time shill mode, sub-only song request queue. I think we save that for the April Fool's Minecraft streams. Alright, how are we going to tackle this? I will want roller coasters going pretty straight away, but I do believe in having lots of flat rides to start out. So if I go around here, make a fairly big starting area, and then I have roller coasters that go around these things that are still here, that should work out just fine. Oh, P for that. I was thinking P for unpause. Is there even a hotkey for pausing and unpausing? I wonder. Okay, right, here's something. Yeah. Now, I don't have to keep making the mistake of misclicking my pathways. This is amazing. And I hate to say it, but I think a YouTube scrub came out with this suggestion. And you can even undo it nice and quick like that. Now, I won't go off the beaten path. Amazing. Well, except for when we get to this point, where does it line up with you? Wow, I'm not even one off there. So there, didn't make superfluous ones going there. This is a start at least, but we need rides and stuff. I want the space rings. I want to see how these things do. So let's smack you in there. And that was not where I wanted the entrance. That was not at all where I wanted the entrance. But it's where I got the entrance. Okay. I've also been told that I use the no entry signs way too much, but I just really like not having people getting lost when walking around, and it also gives me a good visual indicator of places like that. So if I just wham that down and say no entry, boom, people won't get lost coming along here by going up that little bit and potentially turning around. Again, I don't know if that's right or not. I'm no expert at this game, but I am an expert on doing what I want. There we go. Easy money. What's this thing like anyway? You don't want to tell me? Well, let's open it up and you still won't tell me. Okay, well, we'll just leave it be. What else are we going to have? Flat rides, I'm a strong believer in from the very start. So we shall also wham down some flying saucers. I'll see what you're like then. That's a long enough queue. These are already longer queues than I tend to have. Open you up, and yeah, we're not going to see any information about them so far. We can only have flying saucers, but we can only have 12 cars as well. Oh well, see how that works out for you. Where's the exit for you? There's the exit for you, and I can have you take advantage of the no entry exit sign we already made there. Jake, get the music going. I agree, this lack of music is painful. I don't really want rock style. We've had plenty of... gentle style sounds nice. Sounds very creepy for gentle style. It's probably also a bit quiet there, so I'm going to bump it up on your end a touch. There we go. I would also quite like to have... The moment people come in, I want to have information kiosks selling them ridiculously expensive stuff. Like our $1 million umbrellas and... yeah, park maps at that price is fine. What else could we sell them? The moment they come in, it would be nice if they engaged, yes, in the chicken nugget. And I missed the opportunity to do this earlier, so we shall call you the Nugget Factory. I was trying to look up what the optimal price for setting food prices and drink prices and all that at, and I just couldn't figure it out. Maybe someday I will. Right, if they have access to that, they'll also want access to some drinks. So we'll have you. Make sure you're all open. I'm good at forgetting to open these things. And what else do we want in the way of flat rides? Yes, Enterprise. Okay, I can put you there. And I can also have the exit piggyback off of this quite nicely. I hope these queues aren't too long. Goodness me. No, go in the other direction, please. I wonder, is there a better way to do this? What if I do this? There we go. Okay. Good, I don't like having to keep deleting that. A Rock Style 2 ride. Well, come on in, Enterprise. Jake, I think you need to open the park too. No, I'm building stuff before I open it up for once. That way it won't get messy and I won't be playing Chase Up. Don't have a coaster yet, but we will. We certainly will soon enough. This is hardly the most exciting ride ever conceived by mankind, but I enjoy a Ferris wheel. Nah, I'm not doing a big vertical thing here. I can smack you down right here. And do that. There we go, nice and simple. Again, I don't want people getting lost going into that little area we did there. So bang, no entry. Alright, looks fine enough for flat rides. Let's open up the park so I can start making dosh. People are happy enough to pay $10 so far, but I want to get the roller coasters going. So let's think about that one after we do any more of these flat rides. These are still gentle rides, nothing particularly thrilling just yet. Launch Freefall will be part of that. Observation Tower. Nice, cheap, easy. All my favorite things. I wonder if I'm going to regret putting the... there, that'll do. I regret putting the Ferris wheel there because it's going to block my view of this. Alright, let's try to remember to build the queues first. Just makes our life easier, doesn't it? And another do not entry sign here. Tends to be slow going, getting people in at the start here, but if they're paying the entrance fee, that's all good and well. How about some decoration between flat rides? Oh, you had to go and say it. There's only one decoration I know. That's really the only space I've left between my flat rides, but that'll do. As an American viewer, I must thank you for uploading your streams to YouTube, says Angelic Knighthood, and for being excellent stream to fall asleep to. Hope your endeavour goes well today. Well, I thank you. I think it will. We've been having a good time with Roller Coaster Tycoon. The fun thing is that I never put onto YouTube my awful first run of the castle area. It makes me look a lot better at this game than I actually am. I'm fine with that for now. It'll go up eventually, just not now. Alright, we'll get some hats going for people that are enjoying their rides here. What kind of hats? Not red ones, bright yellow ones. Banana hats. So we have food, we have drink, we have souvenir. And we have information. We shouldn't need cash machines. Toilets, sure. It's one of those things you often can't have enough of. When it comes to price, never make them free. I've had a lot of complaints about too much costing on this. So 20 pence is apparently enough to make your money back on them quite happily. And one needs multiple toilets, unfortunately, for these weak people. There we go, and it should always have that 20 pence cost throughout the park. Alright, fair enough, but I really want to get going with the roller coaster creation. Ooh, no, launch free fall first. How tall? I don't know, tall enough. Tall enough to inspire fear into those who ride. And again, we can piggyback off of the exit area here and have our entrance as such. Lovely. Maybe I should test this thing. Do I want to do it in any other kind of way? Nah, upward launch is fine. It's probably going to be a puke coaster, that. It's taking so long to get me some ratings. Not that I have any doubt that it's safe, but help me out here. Okay, high intensity, not very exciting. That's a shame, but it's good enough. It's not terrible for people. Alright, before we go any further, it's a bad idea for me having all of this without any benches or bins around the place. Can't have too many of them, they're dirt cheap. Benches reduce nausea, bins reduce rubbish considerably. I wonder if I can have it see through all the rides and stuff. See through rides. I mean, I'm looking to just see paths essentially here. I wonder if there's any difference between having two or one of these things on a pathway. Bins I can't imagine there being much of a difference of, but benches seem to physically have capacity on the map. Alright, so we got the bins, we got the benches. I'm going to need a couple of mechanics and a few handymen, and we should be good. I'm also probably way undercharging when it comes to park admission prices, so let's bump it up to 20 bucks. Oh yeah, Ramsey, I've been checking out Marcel Voss. He knows this game inside out. I watched his tips video about the game, and that was a big help. A huge help, even. Alright, with this going on, it's a good reminder that one should definitely have information kiosks. And since they could be used at all sides of the corners there, let's put them over there so that people definitely want their umbrellas. I just like putting them on the corners here. Feels like I make extra dosh off of them that way. Oh, we got ourselves a new roller coaster, a lay down one. Lay down roller coaster. Riders are held in special harnesses in a lying down position, traveling through twisted track and inversions. Cool. I rode one. I think it was called the Manta or the Mako in SeaWorld, and I loved it. do we feel like having here? They all seem like pukey coasters to me. Alright, well we just got one. I still haven't found a way to delete all of these, but I want my own custom version regardless. Doesn't have to be particularly big. I think it's a mistake making the biggest coaster you can possibly make around here. So let's just go up a bit. No, not an S-bend. An inline twist. Oh, this could be just like the American Arrow that I mucked up big time building this way. No, let's not have a repeat of that. Not yet, at least. So I want you to come along, come down a bit, and then let's get a bit of speed in you. And then we shall twist. Oh, we can't have any kind of helixing going on. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, well let's twist and then maybe twist again. Oh wait, we can do half corkscrewing? Cool. Let's twist again and then have another half corkscrew. And then probably have some kind of... what did we have? I saw a loop. I saw a half loop. But I think you need to come up a bit before a half loop, right? Ah. Can we double back on our position here? Not like that. I don't want to take them unbanked. Half corkscrew right. No, I just want an inline twist to the right. And then another twist to the right. Wait, no, if they're suspended, they're meant to be looking down, not up, aren't they? Perhaps I should be testing this thing as we go along. Can I only have one set of these with the chains? Because it looks like it. Oh dear. Oh dear, they can't get up there, can they? It made it some of the way. Hey Jake, if you're going full time now, are you ending the policy of viewer reduction stress? I don't know why people keep assuming that. Of course I'm not. I bet this is a case of, nope, you've messed it all up and back to the start you go because you couldn't clear that. Oh well, we had a good thing going. I wonder if it's going to make it through that. Surely it will. Maybe. Maybe. But potentially not. No, let's just have a bit of faith here. Can we get some on-ride photos? Of course we can. Ooh. It's not to be. How are we doing here? Are we able to do anything fancy at this point, or are we gonna come back to it all? I think we should at least go right. No, left from where we are here. Corkscrew it left. And then find some way to get back to... Don't tell me it's not making it up now. Or did I just block it from having this? Doesn't want to test anything anymore. Alright, let's finish it off and see what's going on. No, dang, it's not able to get there because it's facing the wrong way. Right, it needs to at some point twist around, I guess. Perhaps I should have something resembling brakes here. And then I can kind of safely go around and around. And then little bandit rolls to a gentle stop. How's that then? What's the advantage of the upwards wiggle at the start as opposed to just a steep climb? I think I can get more height this way. I have little bits of going up more steeply. Alright, I think with my brakes at the end, this unbanked part shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see how it goes. Give me those results, please. That's a lot of lateral Gs. That might be too many lateral Gs. Where are they coming in from? Ah, it's just a tiny bit. Right there at that moment is a bit... Oh dear God. Too intense for people. Must be those lateral Gs right there. Okay, something needs to be done about it. I hope the park's going fine whilst I'm toying around with this. The money doesn't look too bad. I think I'll pay off some of that loan, or rather all of that loan, so I don't have interest at least chewing into me. I could probably charge more for entrance at this point. 25 bucks. Cough it up. Okay, I need to do something about this. Otherwise, though... Yeah, okay, it's not very exciting, is it? And it's got high nausea. This really is the puke coaster place. Let's close you up and see what we can do about this, then. It's this part right here that's causing people to be a bit... This is not my forte, redoing this kind of stuff, but... I really did want to have... I could helix up instead, I suppose. I don't think it has the clearance to make it a bit more. Could I have some more... Hold on, vertical loop? It does full-on vertical loops? Interesting, I could make it more exciting this way. I wonder. What I would quite like to do at this point is to get through that loop again. Well, it would help if I was actually going the right way here. I have a feeling this is just going to backfire, but I gotta try. Would that go through it? Yeah, it would go through it. So what if I loop-de-loop the way through it? Well, almost. Are those actually interlocking? It's hard for me to be sure. I don't know, I need some testing going on here. This unbanked turning is probably a mess. But... No, there's no buts. It's probably going to hurt people a lot. Oh well, that's their lot in life. Oh geez, this is a real mess trying to get it back with everything else. And since I can't test it out as it is... Dang. Krebsig slagging off my coaster here. How dare you? Okay, what if instead of wasting everything like this... we tried to get back this way. No, I'm not buying it, not buying it. I just want to get back in with the rest of the coaster here. It's so hard for me to get my bearings as to where these connect. Or where these could connect. But I think I'm a bit way off with the angling here. Maybe there's some way of showing the grid. That would be very handy. Okay, it's off by 1. That seems about right. No, I think it's off by 1 still. Hop. .5 meters, huh? Good grief, how does he do it? That's definitely off by 1. There, that's 4.5 meters. I see, that's the problem. You're facing the wrong way. But that's fine. All I need to do is twist you around. Ah, that affects height as well, I see. There we go. That might potentially be fine, but I still think I'm going to have huge problems with the G's thanks to my unbanked bend here. And I don't want to put on the brakes because we've got a double loop to clear. And it might not clear. Hey Jake, did you show the survey results? Yes, yes I did. Alright, down they go. Okay, just not enough. Back you go, friend. Okay, what can be done to improve this? Well, at least I get lots of photos taken while we're there. There's no boosters for this, are there? I don't see anything resembling a boost. I really wanted to clear that. What can I do to get just a bit more speed going? I could get rid of this tourney about a bit, or I could maybe make this steeper. Just looking to build a bit more speed. Just keep it going down, buddy. Invest in more chain speed and build the original climb taller at the start. That's an idea. If they started out from higher, they'd probably be better off. How did this thing even do whatever it was doing before? It went down, right? Oh, it must have gone down. Now what the heck did I do here? Ah, that worked. That worked fine. Alright, perhaps something can be done here. Yeah, I have something resembling an idea. maybe not. I think this is about as high as I can get it, and now it doesn't loop up with everything. I can't make it go down steeper than that. This is a shame because I lose a bit of the exciting start there that I quite liked, but you're not quite meeting up with them, are you? No, you're off. I can't make that as tight as I want it to be. However, I could do essentially the same thing. Right, all it has to do is meet up with that that bit I have here, but otherwise do the same kind of. What even was it? Wasn't a corkscrew, wasn't an inline twist. It was something heading down. No, it was none of those. What in the world did I do? And I only just got it right last time and don't know how. Was not an inline twist. Maybe it just straight up went down. And then I had it curve around. Nah. Corkscrew build from the other side. Don't know what you mean. Jinx, now I'm just spending forever building on building this thing. And I still don't know if this extra height is going to give me the power I need to clear that. I mean, I think it will, but I think lots of things that are often wrong. Wasting 20% of the map's time on a single coaster. Nice. Gee, Krebs. I think you woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I can't remember how I got it going down. It went down with something like that, which was pretty cool. Inline twist and corkscrew, Jake. Cheers. Let's try that then. Yeah, there we go. Now the corkscrew goes down. Excellent. But I need it to go down a bit first. Inline twist. And then... Okay, well that's something, isn't it? Forward, twist, corkscrew. Yeah. I need you going down a bit first. Does that take you to the correct height? No, it takes you too far down even. Looks so right, but I think it's off by one. I mean, that doesn't mean I can't have my online photo section here. If I just get rid of this one. Chunk chunk. And then, I don't know, can we hit this part up? Ah, geez, it feels like I'm constantly cutting away at my stuff here just to make it all loop together. Which is kind of what I'm doing, I suppose. I just cannot get the perspective coming together here. I know that's at 7.5 meters as well. But how? This hurts. That was literally connected, Jake. Okay, well, I didn't see it. How off is that? That's just so hard to tell. How's that? Is that connected? That looks pretty connected to me. Alright, let's see if that works. Track is not complete. Looks pretty complete to me. Ah, okay, that is not complete. I suspect then that the problem is that this doesn't bank. What I had before was a banking turn. It's just a bit too tall, isn't it? Alright, forget the right photo section for now. We can always, here we go again. Can always build a new one. I need this thing to go down a bit. Maybe down a bit more. Straighten out. Curve around. No. Looking at the height numbers and where the column's positioned might help. Might, but there are a lot of there are a lot of columns here. Good grief, this must be painful for everyone involved. Do I need a fresh perspective to see this? No, none of these seem to look any better than this. Morning, Jake. Is this the Amity Airfield? It is. Although, you know, this is fine on its own. I've spent the past, I don't know, half an hour trying to work on this coaster. Became obsessed with making this double loop work, and I don't even know if I have the height to make it work. But now I'm just trying to connect it, and this is not easy for me. Is that 7.5 or 9 meters? I think it's 7.5, right? So let's say I need to be a bit lower. Look, we're at 7.5 now, ka-chunk. And now I need to bank it around, but then it goes out too far. So maybe I need this thing to come down earlier. Down, down, down. Look, we're at 7.5. We bank it around tighter. And then we're connected. Beautiful. Test it out. Hopefully it clears the double loop. Hopefully it's not too intense. And then hopefully I can also find a place for my on-ride photo. So I need to squeeze money out of people somehow. Didn't I have more money a while back? Oh, it doesn't look promising. Come on. Yeah. Whew. And then, as usual, the end of my ride is a fairly disgusting mess. Oh, god dang, the lateral G's were still too much for my people to handle. Oh god, there are even more of them. It's become even more extreme, although the excitement has gone up more. The vertical G's are all fine, but those lateral G's are just too nasty. And it's right there. Yeah, my unbanked turn. It's not even a particularly fast unbanked turn. I don't know what they're moaning about. Because what was I was doing? I was just raising it completely unbanked, right? Jake is doing his best to break their necks with this coaster. I mean, I don't want to completely undo what I'm doing here, but I really want this thing to work with the double loop. Maybe I'm getting too obsessed with it. Aha, perhaps this is the answer. We very quickly raise things up. Maybe not to 19. And then we bank around. Oh no, I'm being blocked by myself here. Can't get it around, can't get it around. No, because it needs to be going up to go into that loop as well, doesn't it? So, so much time wasted on this stupid thing here. Almost there, Jake. Remember to bank your turns. Yeah, I'm just not sure how I can bank this into that loop. I want to, though, and that's the important thing. Maybe yeah, I tried rotating the screen, but this is a bit of a mess, and I just can't see this. It's like some kind of optical illusion to me. You can do straight banks till you reach the right time to turn. Straight banks, huh? Whoa, oh, it's going the wrong way. I'm not entirely sure what that meant at all. Can this thing not go up a bit? Perhaps this is the way forward. No, perhaps it is not. No, this is just becoming a mess. A big mess. I messed it all up. So long. So long. Let's try that again. Sometimes you just gotta stop chasing defeat. Yeah, this is still the lay down roller coaster. Wait, this is the right one, right? I don't know. Feels like the wrong one. Is that really the one I had? Sure, I'll believe. I'll believe. You know, the lack of music during all that, I think, was what let us down. So what I need is another ride right here that people, well, at least I can hear whilst all that's going on. And I'm thinking more Vomitrons is the answer. What music will help us through here? I think some urban music is what we need. Oh, okay, I'm pumped up for this now. just imagine that watching this must be so horrible for seasoned roller coaster tycooners. Okay. This time for sure. Too high, huh? Alright, bring it down fast, and then twist you around and bring you down. And twist you around and bring you down. And if we just go up a little bit, we can have a little loop-de-loop. Now, how do I loop around you again? Can't help but feel that you need to go down a bit to make this work. And then with a bit of up. Or do we need to get a bit closer? Maybe I need to be further down. There must be an art to this. Feels like if we go around here, but not quite so far, then we have it. How does this even work? Jake, there is an art to it. It's called an engineering degree. I'll show you in your engineering degree. That seems to give us the approach into it, but I just need to straighten out. I don't know if I need to go down a touch though. That doesn't interlock, does it? I'm just off by a touch to make that happen. Thread the needle. Yeah, it ain't so easy. I wonder if I could take a wider approach. Are we on the approach, I wonder? No, we are all kinds of off on that. Must be people just thinking, good God, Jake, get away from that roller coaster. You're going mad from it. Okay, well that goes through at least, so we know that that's something. Oh, we're the tidiest park in the country at least. Probably because I'm not doing any actual progress here. Good grief. This. Yeah, it worked before, but maybe what worked last time was that I built the lower one first and then the higher one. Maybe that's the trick, of course. When in doubt, go with what worked before. Where does this even take us? Are we don't even know if I'm in front of or behind that. I think we're in front of it. And of course we've got to get our photos in, because they're bound to be having a good time right now. Now, which way around is this thing meant to be going? Do I need to twist you around again? Yeah, I'm going to assume that's the way it's meant to be going here. Let's put some brakes in so that we can quite happily just go round and round. This can't be right though. No, I'm almost certainly the wrong way around here. Oh well, we'll still put in the brakes so that we can have people come to a gentle stop. We done yet? Good grief, are we done yet? I hope we're done yet. Alright, now to test this out and see how much of a failure it is. I'm betting not even getting over the hoop at this rate. Sunk cost fallacy, and we certainly did sink the costs in there. Good thing we have lots of time to do this in. What's our goal again? Oh well, never mind that. Let's look at this. Clears the first hoop at least. Clears the second as well. Get some nice photos for their time. Oh, I think that might still be a bit fast coming in at the end there. How's it looking? How's it looking? What do you mean that wasn't enough? Probably because I changed the speed at which it goes up. I am truly curious to see the stats of Danny Ugg. Alright, well we can see this at least. This looks fine, this still looks fine, this part even looks good. But I'm a bit worried about this. The speed at which they take all that stuff there is a bit... Ah, Christ. Yeah, all this stuff here is a bit too bad. Making the intensity too... Oh my god. Jake, slow the chain down. Why would I slow the chain down? Seems to get people up here faster this way. Alright, so this is all fine, right? Just happy, exciting stuff. And then... that part there. That part there is just too much. I wonder if I could have some brakes put in here. There's not a lot of space for it, is there? Oh, the lateral G's at that part are too much as well. But this is just regular old straight part. No, perhaps there is space for brakes. I actually think bringing that to a slower part will help us out a lot. Wait, did they not link up? I don't think they linked up because they needed to bank, right? What did I have coming out of here? We definitely had a twist of some kind, and then it started to bank, and then it looped up. I could replace the photo section with some brakes, actually. And then otherwise it does the twist, and then banks a little, and then joins up. And then this regular part, that could be the on-ride photo section, and we're still good. So hopefully those brakes made a difference. The brakes are too slow now, I think. As in they bring the cart to be too slow, or they are not aggressive enough. A steep slope into brakes, whiplash for all. Hey, some rides are more enjoyable for their whiplash. Alright, it's all fun and exciting so far. And that really took the edge off of that. Nice. Okay, hopefully I didn't kill the excitement, but it seemed to be pretty good. I think the sight of this monster alone would make me run away. Alright, we'll let it run through another time and we are good for it. So let's prep ourselves with a lengthy queue, because surely lots of people are going to want to ride this. I don't think the throughput's going to be that good though. Thank God we had the music. I think it was that groove that got us through. But after that, everybody's going to want to buy a souvenir. It's a shame I don't have the souvenir stall. It's also a shame that I never remember what it looks like. Oh well, at the very least people want to buy a t-shirt saying that they rode the Suez Slope. Come on, drown me in affection. Good enough. She's open for business. Although that is a bit whoa, so maybe a first aid room would actually be useful as well. Can you get a second train? You're telling me we don't? Oh dang. Why do we not have a second train? No, really, why do we not have a second train? Oh, that is going to be some slow throughput. Toilets to puke in, Jake. Yeah, nearest toilets are a while away, aren't they? Start is too small. Extend it. I mean, you're not wrong, but we just spent so long working on this thing. But you know, it's not a difficult thing to work on at this point, at least. Also, the entrance is on the wrong side. It's going to take them an age to walk over to there, isn't it? Alright, we will have perfection. I demand it. Move the exit over here. Move the entrance over here. Means this thing is not... I can actually click on it. Is it going to let me click on the no entrance part here? How do I get rid of my no entry sign? There we go. I'll get rid of all of you. Alright, we get rid of that part, and instead... There we go. Does make this part a bit less entertaining, but people always slag me off for how I deal with the endings of my my rides. Just because they're monsters. Alright. Much better. I don't like this part. It doesn't give me anything to work with on the bottom here. It doesn't connect. How in the world does that not connect? Looks like it connects to me. Oh well. What do we get on you now? Why do we only get one train? You do work, right? I don't understand at all why I can only have one train. You need block breaks at the end of a track. Jake's being mugged off here. Alright, we'll see how block breaks make a difference for us then. I've never used those before. But we've got a long stretch and not a lot happening here. So what if we have block breaks? Oh wait, I guess I need more than one. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Yay, now I can have loads of trains. Great. Let's test that out. Cannot lay down What? Block breaks cannot be used directly after each other. Wow, okay. Learning all sorts today. Alright, we have block breaks. And then just normal, and then, I don't know, block breaks. And then normal. I don't know, spare me here, I don't know how this works. Alright, try that on for size. Block breaks make zones with one train max per zone, like in Factorio. Is that so? Well, it's not going anywhere right now. Perhaps I should have only one set of block breaks then. Needs to be at least 3 free spaces between them. Okay. Alright, I think I understand what can be done here. potentially. God, how long have we spent on this stupid coaster? It needs a fittingly stupid name after all this. Carry on. Okay. Block breaks. And then lots of space. And then the next set of block breaks. Chunk. And then maybe this thing too could be a block break. And then, with 1, 2, 3, 4 cars here, it looks good. But I'm guessing this has to clear all of this before it can get there, right? But that might be fine if it takes ages to load and unload. Wait, no, no! No! That doesn't look so good, does it? Oh, dearie me. Alright, ride's closed. Ride is closed. We figure this one out. I'm thinking I need to stop you from doing that, so... we're gonna take you along here. Everything else seemed to be fine. Let's see how that works. I think the chains coming after it are still just going to make it go down like that, which is unfortunate. Because you seem able to do that quite fine. You're able to come into here, but you're just hanging around. Oh, no, no, the chains are working their magic. Looks like they get a bit of a shove during the release. Once the area ahead is clear. Alright, I think we've improved the throughput considerably. The real fun for people coming to this park is seeing this entire coaster in motion. The construction of it, at least. Okay. I think we're on to something pretty good here. Yeah, I'll buy that this is still way too long, but that throughput is looking good. Well, better at least. Alright, happy days. Let's just say open for business. Who wants to name this monstrosity? Doesn't even make us any money, that's the killer. And then there are these amenities that I put in the wrong place now, so they need to be demolished. Open up the first aid room, and then what else was there? Toilets for people. And people, of course, will want a souvenir from this. So give them the t-shirt stall. I'll make it nice and green for the puke that they're probably going to give from riding it. Yeah. Okay, it needs decorated. First off, it needs scrubs for scrubs. how can we have a ride like this without my favourite? That doesn't reach high enough. That seems like an intimidating place to put it. And we'll start pissing on them as well as they... Oh no, as they have to wait here. That's more like it. And they have to wait. Oh, that's good. That I like a lot. Okay, with this, surely people want to pay a lot more to enter my park, so let's start charging them an arm and a leg. My question is, how much money do people come into my park with? 75 ducats? Just call it Warbend. It took until the original builder's grandkids were grown to complete. Well, maybe I should call it Warband. Oh, you call it Warband. Yeah. I read Warbend. Yeah, I agree. I do need more shops. People need to buy more food around here. And what cries food quite like a burger? And some chips. And I want some drinks around here as well, so... Doesn't seem that hot. Iced tea probably wouldn't cut the mustard. Maybe some hot chocolate's what people are after. What are people thinking about it? It was great! The on-ride photo was really good value. Well, we're about to change that. Don't you worry, girlie. I find it £3.50. It worked nice previously. We'll make it work here. Did you save the design after all the pain you went through creating it? Of course not. What is even our goal here? I kind of lost sight of it in that single-minded... tidiest and safest. 3,000 guests by year 4. That's quite a lot. We've already burnt coming up to half of our time here, but that's okay. It was all part of the plan, I think. Because now we have motion sim. And you'll want some donuts to go with your motion simulation. I don't think we had... yeah, Magic Carpet is a relatively new addition. It's always tempting to put it over here, but it doesn't give us a lot of spaces to work with, does it? So I think we'll go with a plain old boring addition right here. I wonder if having it adjacent to another ride actually helps the excitement or anything of the lights. Perhaps I'll never know. Oh, I don't like the way this turned out. I wanted it to link up there. It currently does not. Oh well. Oh god, no, that was stupid. That was just stupid what I did there. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Oh well, we'll have you here instead then. Good enough. Put it on top of Warband. I was tempted to, but decided against it. Alright. What else have we got in terms of coasters here? Vertical drop. Suspended swinging. Flying roller coaster. Riding in special harnesses below the track. Riders experience the feeling of flight as they swoop through the air. Extra wide cars descend. Completely vertical slope track. Ultimate free fall air roller coaster. Alright, that sounds fine to me. Or does it? Let's let's look at a few things about the coaster. What can you even offer us? Has to be a continuous circuit. Six-seater trains. So I'm guessing what this thing does. Oh, it has a... What? Neat. I love you hamburgers says, please name it after me. And I assume he means the burger bar, so here we go. Right. Time for a drop and a half. Getting it back in here actually is going to be tight if I start building it there. This is expensive. Oh, I wonder if it can do that. Tell me more. How long are these? What do you mean 3 per coaster? Or 3 per train? Okay, 3 is all you got for me. That is immensely disappointing. It's probably not going to do what I want it to do then. Not enough cash. Alright, guess we're getting that loan back out. Let's get that on-ride photo section and do you do loop-de-loops? Well, I'll be damned, you do. Can't not have a wee vertical loop as we're going through all this. I don't think this needs to be all that fancy, but it should probably have a second loop-de-loop. And you know, probably some brakes so I don't kill people on the way back in here. Just regular brakes. And then we could just have Little Bandit roll into a gentle stop. Alright, great, test it out. What do you, oh yeah, entrance and exit are needed. Test that sucker out. Oh, I'd want to ride this. That is far too slow on the chain lift speed. No, I've got to increase that. It's intolerable. This would probably be more exciting if it went underground, but I still haven't figured out underground roller. Oh, come on, you can make that. Actually, why can't it make that? Did it not have a chain at that point? Alright, try that then. Looks pretty chained up to me. Somebody says, call it the weekly one-shot, and I like that. Whoa now. So fast I missed that. Probably way too fast, right? Oh, good God. People apparently don't like taking loops that fast. Oh no, but the intensity is only very high. I think that's fine. That is more than fine. People can handle that. I'm more than confident that people can handle that. Hang on, I think it's an excitement bonus if I make the path go along the ride, so I'll do exactly that. But come now, folks, don't get lost around it. I have a feeling that people want some benches to sit on once they're done with that. Not sure what the throughput's going to be like on this. I'm going to hazard not amazing. There we go, we are so open for business on the weekly one-shot. And just like the real weekly one-shot, it technically succeeds. Adding in some scrubs for scrubs. You didn't connect the path, Jake. I didn't? Oh, jings. My perspective gets worse every day. Alright, excellent. Bet people can't wait to ride this thing. All the more reason they should buy some souvenirs when they come out of there. Again, I only have t-shirts. I want the souvenir. Oh no, we have the souvenir stall. Amazing. Everybody's going to want that. Excellent. Okay, with this kind of stuff coming in, I surely... Hold on. How much money do people have? Damn, I didn't catch anybody coming in. There, you there. 55 bucks. Well then, I bet I could charge 45 bucks entry. Are there people that have less than that? You got 75. If there are people that have lower than 55 dosh, then I won't want to charge 40. Hell, let's just go 55. It's an exclusive place, you see. But I should certainly have an ATM available, especially at the start, because I'm going to be draining people of their dosh. That's not an ATM. Did I leave any space for one here? Of course I didn't. But I can leave one either side of this and we'll probably be good. Okay, nice. Plenty of people coming in for the weekly one-shot. Huh, not bad at all. After we were able to flex our creative muscles with the with the warband, things will be going pretty good. That does take a while to unload, doesn't it? Too long. I should probably close the thing and then move the exit to be over here. And then just reopen it up. Much better. Alright, what else have we got? I haven't tried out this flying roller coaster yet, though. That should be changed. I got all this space over here to use, so let's do exactly that. What I'm curious about is, can I have one that just bursts out and then comes back? Because I think I'd like that. Oh, it's expensive, isn't it? Yeah, it's all continuous circuit bollocks. Okay. Lots of people buying the hats, which is cool. Also lots of people throwing up, which is not so cool. We're not going to have tidiest park award at this rate. Let's have a few more handymen around. Yeah, quite a lot of vomit around the place. That's a shame. Must be all these vomit-inducing rides that we have. High nausea for space rings. Well, that's not good. That explains all the vomit around here. I might benefit from throwing a first aid room right at the exit for it. Right, I'm thinking compact roller coaster might be able to do what I'm after here. This really is rides to throw up by. Before I do any of this, I need something that does reverse incline launch shuttle mode. Is that what I'm looking for? Maybe. Reverse incline launch. What does that even mean? Launched sounds like it gets launched out of here, but I don't see options for that. I mean, this is what I'd like. I'd like to launch it through this, and then we'll all be happy. But I'm not sure if it works that way. It just has hill chain and circuits. I don't want circuits. I just want to blast this thing off and see what happens. You're going the wrong way. You're going the very wrong way. Oh, I see. So it backs up and then launches. And then it would come back to station. I understand now. Alright, but we can do that. I'm quite confident we can do that, in fact. Exciting stuff, isn't it? Is it done yet? There we go. Apparently not yet available. Needs to run a few more tests to see how good it really is. Okay, I like the look of that. We're gonna have it, but how, I wonder? I don't want it to do anything too crazy here. But let me think. Means I'd have it go up and around here, if I can even do that. Alright, yeah, I have something resembling an idea here. Alright, it doesn't do loops. What does it do? Not a whole lot. Yeah, how you like that? But that means at the start point, it needs stuff here. It needs to go up and up and up. Ah, but it needs them to be chained, of course. If that goes up to 28 meters and that hits 33, then surely it should be okay. Alright, let's have our... Wait, where is it? Why is it not here now? This isn't the same. This is the wrong coaster, isn't it? I built the wrong coaster. What was I looking at? I was looking at some kind of compacted inverted coaster? Yeah, I think it was. Alright, but that's easy enough. We know what we're building here. That all looked the same to me. Or even have the thing go up vertically. Ah, that explains why you can do this. Or rather, I would like to do this. Give it 33, 28, yeah, maybe that's a bit much. Alright, let's see how you do with that. Reverse inclined, obviously only one train. Test her out. Entrance over there, exit over here. Get testing. So I gotta get the momentum that I'm looking for. Right, it goes to the end and then it drops. It goes through there, through the loop, de-loop. Can it make the loop back? Of course it can, because this is an expertly designed ride by me. Okay. A bit worried about the way it came back, but there's no way it should be able to go further. Nice, I like it. I'm a little concerned about this, though. Let's just add a little bit more there in case it all goes topsy-turvy, and otherwise open the thing right up. Looks like you can go just a little higher. Well, I know a trap when I hear one. Need to get some toilets closed, as there might be some accidents. There are some toilets over here, I think. But yeah, we could always do with more. And then people being unhappy at my lack of toilets. That's right, it should be at the exit. There's also a souvenir stall, but I honestly think there should be another souvenir stall so that we catch everybody on their way out. Nobody appears to want to enter. Why? What are they all thinking? Looks too intense for me. The intensity is only 6.61. Ah, there we go. Now some people are seeing sense. A staggering 2 people on the ride. It's a touch worrying. But as long as they don't kill themselves at this point... Alright, good. It's all fine. It's actually a pretty fun ride. I'd like to... Whoa! Christ, that gives me the... That gives me the willies every time they come back here, but it should be okay. Vertical drop, flying, lay down, bobsleigh. We haven't made a bobsleigh yet. Steel twister. Inverted impulse. Accelerated out of the station. Hey, this could be a useful one. Just to make a wee coaster on the side here. Oh wait, what? It does all this kind of stuff again. Man, it's nothing but vomitrons on this. I don't lose money from making and deleting roller coaster stuff, although I do from making and deleting paths, which is a bit of a bummer. Well, park satisfaction's really high, but I need a lot of people in this park. And I'm not making the money I would like to make. Cha-ching, cha-ching. I worked it out last time by having people just leave the park from lack of toilets. Maybe I shouldn't give people ATMs. Never did make any bobsleighs thus far. Guests can't get to the entrance of First Aid Room 2. Did I build it in the sky? Oh my god, how does this keep happening? I wonder if people are getting bored from staying in line too long. I'll make a couple of entertainers just so people don't think. Well, just so people don't think so many people feel sick. Well, take a seat. We got benches and sick rooms everywhere. Well, we've got the roto drop, so we can have even more puketastic times. There's no way this one can go wrong. It's a nice thing about pre-builds. Not using the center part, but that's probably good. It's probably good to have more space than less. Jake, you need to keep people around since you're way under your goal. Yeah, but I need more money. Besides, the goal can always be clutched out at the end. I'm not concerned about that. Things are breaking down more though, perhaps we should have more mechanics in. Just future-proof ourselves there. So what's making us the dosh anyway? Park entrance tickets. Shop sales are doing an admirable job. This loan interest is not nearly as bad as it could be, or should even be. How am I meant to spread the horrors of loans if it's not far too expensive? Alright, did I ever try making some steel coaster? Tell me about yourself. What kind of start do you do? It's all continuous circuit. I want stuff that blasts off and returns. Because then I can make a wee one that makes tons of money without loads of investment. This one's quite nice, short and simple. But I don't think the throughput is that good. Top spin, now available. Sounds thrilling. Open you up straight away, no harm, no fuss. And I'll have your exit piggyback off of... I thought I would, but the inverted coaster's in the way. There's this sound effect that keeps coming up, and it goes whoa, and I really don't like it at all. I guess it adds to the experience. Wouldn't be a theme park without some kind of crying or moaning. I feel very sick. We'll stop going on rides that make you puke. There are gentle rides out there. Surely Ferris wheel doesn't make people nauseous. Well, it's relatively high. Don't some of the sound effects remind you of Caesar 3, asks Dr. Marsange, to which I say, no, they don't. Okay, I definitely need more coasters going on here. Maybe not mini helicopter coaster. Roller coasters is where it's all at. What have I made so far, though? That's top spin. Compact, inverted. It's weekly one shot, but I can't remember what type it was. And then there's whatever this is. I don't know, surely people love Warband. Despite its thrills and spills. I didn't put on a section here where people get their photographs taken, and I think that's a mistake. That means money that I'm not making off the machine. Suspended swinging looks like ass. Inverted impulse. Accelerated to travel up a vertical spike, then reverse back. We kinda have that though. I'm gonna try a baby version of this and see what happens. But how? These poor people have to sit and wait around here. Maybe I should have a maximum waiting time. As in, we don't wait more than 20 seconds, because the queue isn't filling up very far. This might be some ideas, but these look hideous. Mine's probably not going to be any less hideous, though. Okay. Do you just kind of blast off like that? Yeah. Good grief, that is expensive as all sin. Powered launch, passing station, sure, why not? I can choose the launch speed as well, interesting. Alright, test it out, see what happens. Get people in this way and out this way. Looks dangerous, how does this go? Oh, it could be more powerful than that. You're into the last year of your pop achievement, Jake. I think you'll find I have year 4. Also, that made me miss how this was doing, but it was probably not powerful enough. It's probably not powerful enough. That's more like it. I wonder, can you have on-ride photos for this? Alright, at least the nausea is only medium on it. Jake, you can make that yellow coaster do a complete lap if you wanted to. It's a bit tempting. I'm gonna forgo that at the moment though. Because I really want to know. Let's close you off for now properly. If it were straight, can I have a... Oh, I can only have I could have a station platform up there. Awesome, but we won't. You still good? Probably not, I shortened it a bit. No, nothing happened, don't worry. Alright, just open her up, she's fine as she is. I do like the way the music just cuts out for that moment though. But I want people to go along here, so let's have a footpath. Alright, well, people need to exit as well. Too little and too late. There we go, that should make the ride a bit more exciting. I bet it does as well. 567. Probably already increased it. But I know what else will increase it. A dinosaur. And another dinosaur. Actually did it. A bit. What kind of music do we get out of you though? More rock style. I'll bring it on. Well, we're bringing up the guests, but that dosh isn't easy to come by. Perhaps some pretzels would help us out. Not a bad theme park as things are going so far, but we've got a long way to go on that guest number, and this is me 10 grand in debt. More rides. We need more rides. But these all look so bad. What are we even researching at the moment? Shops and stalls still. Maybe I should focus more on gentler rides now. There are no water rides to be had. Maybe lower the prices to 3,000, or so 3,000 people are feasible. What, you mean entrance prices? I don't think so. I need that dosh. It's all about having the roller coasters, surely. I wanted to have roller coasters fiddle about with these things, but maybe that's a pie in the sky dream. Oh, we've got exciting and intense coasters. This would be a great park if I was charging per ride, but sadly we are not. At least people are buying these. How are they feeling about buying them, though? I've already got an on-ride photo. Spamming pre-made coasters is probably enough. There's no way in hell you'll catch me using the pre-mades. That's not where the fun is. Alright, let's have ourselves a little bobsleigh, but let's limit ourselves from the get-go on how outrageously large it can be by having this come out a bit. Looking good. One should always have information kiosks around the place. And one should always be benching every day. Be nice if that was just a setting, right? When you draw these out, you automatically have benches and bins appear for you. Okay, let's get bobsleighing. I don't know the first thing about bobsleighs in this game, so let's see what happens. Surely they're an easier ride to... probably better if it went out this way. Wait, they gotta chain their way up as well? Is this really a bobsleigh coaster? Well, it looks like they can bank. That doesn't look terribly exciting at all to me. Like, at all. Let's get a bit more height on this thing. And then it's got to come down a bit. Then it can helix out. What special things do we have? Also, come on, show me what you're made of. And a whoop. And a whoop. Just make people puke along the way here. And that's your on-ride photo section after all your puking, and then Little Bandit rolls to a gentle stop. Dare I say, a pretty great ride. I do dare. Alright, just 6-seater bobsleighs, lots of them. Continuous circuit, let's lift as fast as we can and call it a day. I have a feeling that's someone's fault other than mine's. Is there a way to prevent this? Jake, they can't go up ramps at speed. Could I make them clear a pathway. Could I make it do like that Simpsons episode where he jumps over the ravine? Alright, what's the speed that they should be going at? 35k? Can they be a little less wimpy at that? Unfortunately not. Ah, damn. Okay, how's that then? I'll make you slow down and take these at not speed. Ooh, and then a bump, and a bump, and a bump, and then a... Whoa, I'm so bored photo area. And then little bandit rolls to a gentle stop. I would not want my photo taken on such an awful ride. But such is these people's lot in life. Come on, give me some actual stats, will you? What an awful ride. Alright, looks good. She's open. Well, if this is going to be the home of the awful rides, maybe I should have another awful ride here. Just another Ferris wheel. Can I change how fast it goes? No. But I could give it some backwards rotations. Bet that would make things more interesting. Probably just makes people want to puke more knowing this game. A lot of people buy some candy floss around here, and I feel like I don't offer enough drinks. So we'll give people... Iced tea is probably better for hot weather. We'll give them lemonade instead. Name it punishment game. I'll go with that. Here we go, Sea Arthel. I mean, they're screaming, so it must be relatively exciting. Okay, this has all been fun, but we're only 1/3 of the way to our guess limit. And we got a long ways to go here. Name it Thief 1, that's a bit harsh. Did I do anything with Steel Coaster? I don't think I did. Compacted Inverted Coaster, we built one. Suspended Swinging. Ugh. Did the flying. So what have I done? I did Vertical Drop, that must be what this is, right? Flying Roller Coaster is what you are. Or you, no, are you the lay down one? Goodness, I'm bad at remembering what's what. Wide roller coaster, smooth steel track, traveling through a variety of inversions. Wonder if I could have something get through that. Probably not. Well, people are buying the their photo from this for reasons unknown. Must be Stockholm Syndrome. This is probably something where I have to complete a loop in, so... No, this one needs to be chained up here. And I doubt that I can have coasters that are so long that they can make it through that, but hey, maybe. Imagine that. Yeah, no, way too short to make it through that. Okay, then. As always, I believe in Jake, says Neefington. It's just 'cause I'll let you on the rocket, isn't it? What I could probably do then is have it go out through this. We got plenty of space here. Oh, we got loads of space, United. It's another one that'll go straight up. What's with all the pukey rides? There's no need to be so that should be good. Really build up the speed there. Bank it, headed an upward spiral. Hold on, we're not getting height anymore, are we? Upward helix, please. Okay, no, if I want it to be upwards, I don't get to keep this part. And with that, wasn't really looking for corkscrews, but sure. I was looking more for a loop-de-loop. Doesn't have to be too exciting in my view. Do a barrel roll, sure. And then of course we need our on-ride photo section so people pay us the dosh. And then, as people usually complain, we'll have a nice boring exit to our... no, let's not smudge the finish here. A nice boring exit to our track. Alright, looks amazing. Have the entrance. Have the exit. Test her out, of course, with increased lift speed. Why would you ever not have the lift speed be as fast as possible? Oop. Sorry, I disappointed everybody that wanted to ride the bobsleighs there. Alright, up you go. You're able to clear all of that. Good. Whee! Over they go, and over they go. Bit of a disappointment, that, isn't it? Right, we're going to need to move that loop. Oh man, now all this is off by one. How can this be? Down we go. Then we're gonna do our loop. And then I probably could have actually kept everything else going. Then we have the on-ride photo section, of course. Ta-dung. Didn't I have something else cool happening here? I had like a barrel roll, a couple of them. And then I banked in for the exit. See, I swear we're getting better. Is that really still not on the ground? Okay, fair enough. Looks great. Now let's see how you do. Jake, this thing has boosters available. Is that so? Then I really wonder if I could just boost it out of the start. But we don't allow that. Vertical shuttle cars for compact coaster available. You know, this looks pretty smooth. Hopefully not so nauseous or too intense for people. Come on, give me the goodies. Well, let's just assume it's going to be perfectly fine and prep her to be open for business. Nice. Hey, that is pretty good. At least in my correct opinion, that's pretty good. Of course, it could be a bit more exciting if we had more scrubs for scrubs. And maybe a dinosaur here and there. We'll scare them. We'll have the dinosaur on... Oh man. I was hoping we'd have it in the loop here and there. Get your photo taken with the dinosaur. That's what we want. Morning, Jake. Pretty impressed how good you've gotten at the game. Well, Lepard, you weren't here an hour ago. You wouldn't be saying the same thing if you saw the construction of the warband. Clues in the name of that one. Nice. What an exciting ride. It's such a shame that I can't charge people to ride these. Still, it's getting hard to put much more in, and I need to more than double the amount of people I have here. Oh, but perhaps the rain will come and help us. A lot of vomit around this place. I need more handyman walking around. Jake, if the ride time is longer, it's been taken into account for the rating and increase the excitement. Slower lift speed, you could increase it a bit, but not really worth thinking about. That's music to my ears. Not worth thinking about. Alright, nice boost to the economy with people buying umbrellas now. What do people think of my park? Other than the disgusting fact, lots of people feeling sick. Oh, come on, we've got plenty of first aid stations. It's not even that nauseating, this. I think what I need are more small coasters, because coasters really add up around here. But what can be done on that front, I wonder? Oh yeah, the motion simulator. Do those cause motion sickness? They're fairly nauseous, but not too bad. I think I'll have another one over here. I'm fairly certain you get less... Come on, we can remove that. Fairly certain you get less out of your rides when you have multiples of them, but it's, I think, certainly better than having just one ride. That's what I'll choose to believe, at least. Let's get yet another... well, I don't think we have a toilet around here, do we? Well, my mind was on having a first aid room here. I'll just choose into that budget. And more chicken nuggets, of course. Toilets outside of nauseating rides. Oh, we have quite a lot of toilets around for nauseating rides, but perhaps we simply need more toilets. Gentle rides, please. How goes the extortation, asks Calm. Amity Airfield's a pretty tough one, getting all these guests with such awful coasters. Maybe they're not that awful, but I'm not making the buckets of ducats with them. I wonder if I could make a lot of really crap versions of this ride. I mean, how small can it get? Let's work on a cracking design here in the open. Actually, no, we'll try to make it so compact that it could fit in here. I mean, it doesn't have to be that good, does it? We just imagine that this crappy number was our thing here. I hope nobody was under that. But it has an atrociously low launch speed. Let's imagine that. Pretty awful. However, I can't help but feel that with riders that would be a different story. Wait, can I just have it twist around a bit first? Because that looks like it reaches plenty high enough. Then I could probably even boost the launch speed a bit. Like, a lot, actually. Come on, give me something. There we go. High, high, and medium. Okay, so I bet if we just save this track design, maybe with a bit of scenery as well. I feel like it could probably have a bit more queuing going on. And then, of course, we block it off. Okay, this outrageous number. Where was our option to save you? Here we go. Alright, some scenery. How can we not have a dinosaur? I don't think it can be done. Can't see you very well. Here we go. There we go. There's our guy. And what was that name? Because we had a pretty good one. It was Purple Disaster, right? I swear it was Dr. Marsonge naming it, but the Purple Disaster, that's it. Alright, so we just save you. And then we go... Purple Disaster is what it's all about. How much did it cost me to build this thing anyway? Hang on a minute. If we have two of them here, can we synchronize with the adjacent station? Then we could have them both going at the same time for a nice big boost to excitement. 5.62. Let's remember that. Hey, I'd be excited to ride this thing. Purple Disaster has no... Right, well that one does, so it must be in the other one, right? Can I have another couple Purple Disasters going? Also, 6.08. Well, that was a nice big boost to the excitement. I'll bet we can have Purple Disasters all over the place. Let me think for 3 seconds here. 1, 2, 3. We have another Purple Disaster right here. This is pretty hard to see. Like, really hard to see. Let's see what we can do. No entry here, please. Okay, I can't get around that way, sadly. I bet I could go over the thing, though. And I bet it would be exciting. And sometimes I worry about how good I get at these kinds of games. Could go over you as well. And let's connect you back up. Let's make sure that you are all synchronized and open. Synchronized and open. And I think we might be onto something here. Every so often I worry about you, Jake, like when you play Frostpunk. This isn't Frostpunk, and it's certainly nothing to be worried about. James, people are queuing up for miles around to ride my Purple Disaster. I think this one doesn't match up with an exit though, does it? And doesn't have an entrance either, which is a bit of a problem. Nice. Well, I quite like this Purple Disaster. Build a new purple disaster. Go through the center of all 4 purple disasters called Purple Disaster Master. Says Soviet 666 and Halcyon. It'd be a bit of a shame if I couldn't answer such a request. It's a very expensive ride to build though. So we'll do our utmost, even though we're approaching our final year and we don't even have half of what we need to succeed here. Purple oh yeah, the entry to you is now blocked, isn't it? Well done for noting that. Okay, yeah, I think we really should be focusing on the goal here, lest things get really quite dangerous for us. There we go. People can get in still. So many puke stains around here. People must think my park's disgusting. No, they think it's really clean and tidy, albeit a bit crowded. Cool. But I need more handymen, so come along. You need no entry sign. Your no entry sign is blocking off the normal entry. The normal entry. I don't know what you mean by the normal entry. This entrance isn't blocked, neither is this one. Neither is this one. Neither is that one. I'm afraid Nuban is just very wrong. It's alright, some people are wrong from time to time. Touch about all this. Hang on, are people actually buying their things here? I am making a profit off the rides at least, which is a good thing. I think not having a photo section on the purple disaster is a problem, but does it even allow for some? I missed even checking that out. No, that is a disaster. How am I meant to make loads of money United off of those at that rate? So many pukey rides here. I think I need more in the way of souvenir stalls. Actually, I don't sell sunglasses, do I? There are definitely more sunglasses to be sold around here. And I don't sell balloons, which is just a travesty. Point in having a theme park if you don't sell overpriced balloons. Open the ride, Jake. That would be a clever idea. I was too busy opening my sunglasses stalls. This thing isn't even tested. I don't know how exciting and stuff it is. But surely people will ride it and we get an idea there. Loads of people buying my hats though. Where's the hat stall? It's not even making that much money. In fact, some are just outright losing me, dosh. Why won't people buy these donuts? You're not suspended in the air or something, are you? No, it's just that nobody wants donuts. Well, no point having something that's not profitable there. everybody seems to already have hats, but more souvenirs, I guess. Okay, this is going fine, except for we really aren't riding the guests hard enough. I wonder if what we need are more more advertising. That is to say, any advertising at all. I always forget where it's under. There we go. Don't want half price entry of the park. Good God, no. Just an advertising campaign for the park should be fine. Let's go with that. More rides, Jake. Yep, more. It'd be nice if I could just put down more flat rides, though, because those are easy to put down. These coasters take a bit to figure out. I could have another sudden drop around here. But that one needs to link up with itself, which is a bit of a pain. It wouldn't take so long if you just used the pre-made, says Krebs. Why would I use the pre-mades? That just sounds so dull. James has puke all over the place. I wonder if I can have little ones of these. I don't know how I would even manage that. Nice to know it can go instantly into this, but it can't exactly loop around on itself, can it? No. It can spin around in the air, but it doesn't do any kind of fancy start here. Yeah, I got 1 year and 1 month left to double my guest count. At least we're doing good in the satisfaction. Maybe I could just have so many purple disasters that it curls people's toes. Maybe that is the answer. Of course! The biggest disaster of all, putting it on top of other rides. Oh, no. I've got a horrible idea. We'll just make the park a hideous mess of purple disasters. I think the idea shows promise. I'll just lay loads of them down and then figure out the next part somehow. I think it's how the game was intended to be played. Oh, no, I did not want you there. Demolish the inverted... Whoa, hold on. Why don't I get my money back for... Oh, I do. A strange game sometimes. What a weird customer. Now this is purple disastering. I wonder if they can be synchronized this way. Does that count as an adjacent station if it's off horizontally? I don't know, and I'm not about to find out. And when I said horizontally, I of course meant vertically. Because what I can do is just rate. Huh, why can't I shift raise you? Oh well, it'll do as it is. Alright, that's a few of them. Let's actually open them up and link them up. Especially when we have them set to synchronize. Someone will know if this works or not. Can you stack purple disasters in purple disasters? Now I like the way you're thinking. Can't not block them off, right? I'm not a monster. Oh wait, what is that? What is that? If Aristocrat's watching, he's probably crying. Not a good kind of cry either. Alright, let's see if these two actually do work in tandem. And then there are you guys, huh? Can't get the path going under that, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Is that good enough? That is dang good enough. And extra bonus, all these rides are looking a whole lot more exciting now because of this. Nice. Of course, I'm not a monster. People get toilets around here. People get the opportunity to buy even more chicken. And these all open up. Especially these two, because they are meant to synchronize. And I need an exit for you. I forget, is this actually exciting to anybody? Not you guys, I mean the people in the park. Damn, they're not going. No, they are going. They are synchronized. Nice. You reversed entrance and exit at one. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. I bet it's this one. Easily sorted. Just need to close you out. Close you up, rather. Move the exit. Move the entrance. And move the exit again. And open her back up. Yeah, it's actually high excitement, high intensity. So the purple disaster could save the day here. Imagine Flyers to the Park, 20 new rides open this week. Imagine the crippling disappointment. Yeah, the ones that we have synchronized opening times for, or operational times for, are monstrously more exciting. And it's all more exciting than the one I actually put a bit of effort into, which admittedly is just the purple disaster, but a bit longer. Hey, I just watched the poll results video on YouTube, and I have to say it was 40 minutes well spent. I'm wondering if you have any plans to hunt down and remove the Moscow lyric guy at some point. No, but I'd like it if he came forward. I do appreciate what he did. I bet he falls for that. Right, if it starts raining and people are stuck over here, that's a bad thing for me, because I'm not exploiting them with my information kiosk. Also, if they get thirsty over here, they might be a bit trapped, so let's make sure they have another Pepsi-Cola station. You know, Jake, when we say entertainment industry, it was supposed to be a figurative way of speaking. I do not know what you're talking about, but I'll take it. I think we've been neglecting flat rides a bit, but there's another Enterprise right there. What good is it if I just stick another identical one nearby? The answer is potentially lots of good. I made all this area, but I didn't give it the all-important benches and bins, which is probably why there's such a mess being made around here. Jake, does a purple disaster fit between the yellow version? Yeah, I was wanting to explore the whole purple disasters on purple disasters idea here. Well, we can't not do it. Sunglasses stall is larger than I ever imagined. Alright, here's the $64,000 question. How do I get people out of here? Sure if there is a way, actually. Oh, well, no, there's a way. There is a will. Poor suckers. Alright, let's make sure nobody accidentally goes up there either. Oh, no, that's just the handyman wandering around. Alright, so the purple interlocking coaster. I bet that has made both of these super exciting. Now I don't even know how to click on the entrance of the yellow one. It's just overall a very exciting park, I think. You can see why everybody wants to come here. Oh Christ, we're in the last year. We really need to start pulling it out. Keep those advertising campaigns going. The entrance to the purple disaster is blocked by an access road. Oh man, that keeps happening, doesn't it? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 purple disasters. Yet I question if it's enough. Jake, the purple interlock has its queue blocked by a no entry. Oh, I trust you meant that one that we just hopefully fixed. Okay. I don't have a lot of time, but I need to desperately increase the amount of people coming into this park. I have loads of dosh. Flat rides don't really seem to do it. I hope I'm not turning people away. You know, everybody at least has enough dosh to get it. No, no, somebody did not. We got wee buggers like you that only have 45 ducats. So I need to lower the price so these people can actually get in. Might attract more people as well. Park rating is through the roof. Gentle rides are hardly what people come for, but may still be useful just to build more rides here, just to get that cap on people up. They're complaining about disgust. Yeah, I'll say it's getting really disgusting around here. I have loads of money, so let's just have loads more handyman. Hopefully they don't all just group up together. More puke machines. I probably didn't open the last thing I built, did I? Seems like something I'd forget. What's the guess goal? It's 3,000 and we're at 2,000 on the final year. But we have money. All we need to do is build loads of good old-fashioned rides and coasters and stuff. Or maybe just a lot more purple disasters. Maybe that is the key to it all. Keep those ad campaigns going. I need people in here. Jake, turn on the last one. Turn on the last what? I turned that thing on. And I turned this thing on. What else is there to do? I think we're good. Fill the rest of the park with purple disasters. It's the only way. It's starting to look like it is. Alright. If it must be done, it must be done. Damn, it's hard to line these things up sometimes. This is a real daddy I want to go home moment. We all do, son. We all do. Alright, that seems to be... Hang on, these two are not connected, are they? I could sense a disturbance in the purple disaster there. Get cozy. Alright, the real question though is, can we... Oh, what do we have here? Inverted roller coaster. That's a bit late in getting that. Trying to mess with my plans here. Alright, this answers the question, can we purple disaster the purple disaster? The answer is yes, we can. I don't think we can dual purple disaster the purple disaster though. So let's get these ones open first. First, they need to be synchronized, of course. I need to look into synchronizing more. Looks like it does a whole lot for the excitement bonus. And then they, of course, all need to be opened. I wonder if they help the park just by existing, or do people actually need to ride it? That was one of the big exploits in Theme Park. You could have an awesome theme park, nobody can get to it, but they're still excited at the prospect of it existing. Rain, rain, go away. Money is not what I need right now. This is a terrible design. I don't even know which path people are meant to take around here. Or how they're even meant to get over there. It's ages away from everything else. But perhaps that's not the important question. There she goes. Now we just make sure that there are amenities for everybody, such as drinks and other kinds of drinks. Oh, seafood. Change that can't be good for nausea. Cookie stalls have never helped me out that much. Toilets are gonna be... No, not like that. Toilets are going to be needed here. And of course benches. Lots and lots of benches. So do people throw up in the bins, or does it not work that way? How long before Jake chains up the entrance and exits the purple disasters, so they must ride at least 6 times before they're allowed to leave? Not soon enough. Come on, gotta keep advertising that park, get as many guests in as we can. And yes, I see that this isn't is not working for us. There we go. Right, we can't give up, even though it's April. There's yet more we can do. We got inverted roller coaster. Does this thing allow for just blasting off, though? Powered launch, passing station. Powered launch, not passing station. This could also save the day. So much screaming, and I don't think it's the good kind of screaming. What can we have here? Huh. Ooh, I wonder if this thing can... Oh, well, never minding that. We can have a large half loop. Right. And if this thing has a powered launch, no passing station of, I don't know, that much, then I bet we could have something nice happening here. I put the entrance and exit definitely in the wrong spaces there. That'll do, I guess. Test it out. Oh, we could go further than that. Yeah, I bet that's pretty exciting as well, isn't it? Not very, they say. I mean, I've seen worse, but I've certainly seen better. But what if we had that as the half loop, and then I built another half loop, and we did what we did last time. We turn it around, we synchronize. I bet then it gets really exciting. Relatively speaking, at least. Oh boy, the path building here is a disaster for me. Not so many people even come over here. That's probably because I've made the path just a disgrace. But I don't have the time to fix it. It's May already. I need people. I need loads of people coming in here. But did you become more exciting? That's what I want to know. Hard to say. You know you can build underground paths, Jake. Save space. I have not figured out underground anything in this game yet, sadly. I really should, but I have not. It did, Jake. It went up by about 1.0. That's a whole lot. That is a whole lot. Alright, let's try building some in places that we can actually use them then. Actually, this one can't link with another one, but it's good enough. What's a shame is that it doesn't have a photo section. If I had that, I'd make more money. But these are things to learn for later. At the moment, I'm just having the last year nowhere near target panic. But we'll get there. Just keep the advertising going for this park. People need queues? I wonder that sometimes. What if they just don't have them? Distinct difference in how popular I think each of these are going to be. Keep it synchronized and keep it open. This whole spamming rides is working out a whole lot better than I could have imagined. Almost disappointingly well. What do you think of April next year? Will it be a bit busy? Doesn't matter what it is April next year. What matters is October this year. No path leading from its exit. That would be you. Let's not have people be too sad now. Can't be having that. Then again, no exit means people not going home, and that means more guests staying in the park for me. Throwing down rides at this point, desperately trying to reach that target of people. I can't say I'm confident we'll get there, but I think we've every chance. Burgers could be the answer. Make a no entry sign at the park entrance so they can't leave. Does that actually work though? If things look desperate in the final month, we could give that a go. But the purple disasters, I think, worked wonders on the guests. We were less than halfway there, maybe even about 1,000 before we started with the purple disaster. And people enjoy the ride, don't they? It was great, they say. Shame it doesn't keep the name. You can just put down computer-made coasters. It has variety. You can advertise some of the new coasters, says a fowl. I do not want to use pre-builts. Just period. Everything has got to be my own design. And some of them actually look, you know, like real coasters, like this. Some of them are just purple disasters. Then there's the incredibly boring bobsleigh ride. How could anybody enjoy the punishment game? I want to go on something more thrilling, but hey, some people thought it was great. Look at that, though. Look at how agonizingly boring that is. And yet, we got full cars aplenty. Yeah, full cars aplenty. Okay, seriously though. Might as well have free entry to the park at this point, right? It's not like we're hurting for money. And free food in the park. Wait, I can't do it. Oh, right, at a certain place. Yeah, tentacles. And let's advertise the purple disaster, of course. It's the one saving the day. Come one, come all. Someday I need to look into how exactly the visitor cap works. I'm imagining that the more coasters and things you have, the higher you lift a soft cap, but then you actually need to attract people in. Go. Let's stop people from making the mistake of walking down these paths. And keep it going. It's June, we only have July, August, September, and then it's October. We need those guests going sky high. Stop leaving. How dare you leave? Maybe they run out of money. I never thought about it, but we haven't placed a lot of ATMs, have we? Let's place more automatic ATM machines. Spend more money, everybody. I've done really well with relatively few mechanics, so I'm gonna add more, and let's just go everybody crazy. It's not like money is an issue. Let's go chicken nuggets crazy. This park is becoming a hellscape. This isn't the beautiful park I wanted to build. I keep hearing some kid in an awful Scottish accent saying roller coaster. It's most off-putting. The builder of parks understands. That beautiful park died the moment you built the purple disaster. The purple disaster saved Amity Airfields. Hang on, we have not yet done the forbidden technique. Purple coaster looped in with the half loop. Yep. Sadly, I can't have them synchronize. Wait, maybe I can. I hear that in open RCT2, this range is extended. I know we don't really have the time for this, but it still must be done. What am I doing at this point? Down to the ground, then flat, clunk, and then down you go. Most important to get them operational first. I'll figure out how exactly people get on and off them afterwards. Actually, they can't get on this one at all. Well, that's not important. It still provides the boost and excitement to this one, right? I think so. We are the safest park in the country. Now that's true, we haven't killed anybody. I'd like to change that, but there's no water to drop anybody into. How regrettable. Okay, we're so nearly at the goal here. Let's not smudge the finish. We just need to advertise the whole park once again. And keep going with the rides. How can we not have this guy? He's fairly iconic at this stage. Jake, make everything free. You can afford it for the home stretch. Haven't I already given people free entrance to the park? That's what the advertising campaign is. Free entry to Amity Airfield, and yet they're still paying? Maybe they don't all have the vouchers. What an awful park this is. Truly awful. I think it would have gone fine if I hadn't spent about a year building this just because I wanted my double loop-de-loop. In the end, it is backed out the door, and it is a very exciting ride, so I can feel proud about having made it. But because of that, I went into panic mode for the rest of the park, which is why we have no fewer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 purple disasters. Jake, year and a half. Okay, so I spent a while trying to make the warband, but it paid off in the end, and everybody loves it. Let's get some actual numbers on that. Everybody loves it. Can't you save the loop-de-loop bit for next time? Maybe? There must be an art to making the loop-de-loop, but it's beyond me. What seems easier is just going through it initially. What I did was I ended up just putting this thing through, and when I realized it went through, I just cut it back and then made the loop. It also seems easier to do the lower one before the higher one. I'll keep that in mind though, because I really like the double loop-de-loop. Reminds me of the Dueling Dragons ride from Islands of Adventure, which is sadly gone now. But look at that, we're at the guest number, we're at the rating that we need, we just need to maintain it. So it would be prudent for us to continue building rides and continue supplying people with delicious burgers. Can you not pause and build, or is that self-imposed restriction? No, if you pause the game and you try to build something, it says, yeah, no, construction is not possible whilst game is paused. Which is a shame. If I could pause and build coasters, I would save myself probably 2 years in each run. Good grief, that is whiplash there, and it is just astronaut training when you go through these. It's not too intense for people though, and it is very exciting. I wonder if there'll be maps later on where we're forced to have certain excitement ratings, because that I think would be quite interesting. Also, I was really decadent with all this space we had. If we had less space, this would be a different story altogether. Jake, there's time for 11 more purple disasters. No, I think we have plenty of purple disasters here. Guests are complaining about this disgusting state of that. Yeah, well, everything can be fixed with money. The park's making decent dosh though, which is fairly impressive. Park rating's gone down quite a bit. Hopefully it doesn't keep going down. We still need to clear August, September and October. Jake, at this point, more handyman isn't as useful as handyman assigned to places people have wandered a lot. Yeah, but it just seems like such a chore. Set patrol area, and then I go, yeah, do this. And then I have to do that for loads of different people. That doesn't sound like fun at all. Unless there is a way to manage it, but no thanks. Oh yeah, why in the world do we still have this loan? Which coaster did I take it out to pay for? I think it was the death drop here. What's it? What is this one? Yeah, the weekly one shot. Looks great, and then oh no, and then despite all odds, it's not a complete disaster. That's the weekly one shot. People like it though, right? It was great. Hey, we're the park with the best gentle rides, apparently. Which one? What a disgrace of a theme park. Okay, well I think the clever thing to do is to speed through so I don't have to keep looking at this shame. And it most certainly is shame. No, the real thing I need to do, which I said I'd do from the start and have not yet done, is build the sky coaster thing. What's it called? It was a transport ride, the chairlift. I really like chairlifts. Maybe I need to escort people desperately away from this place, though. How does this work? Let's see if we can't have somewhere that escorts people away from all these purple disasters. So this looks like it would be an end point. Wait, what? Ah, so that's how we're playing it. How could it possibly need a large station platform, I wonder? Oh, it can't go through coasters? Is that a real thing? Oh well then, we'll have a sizable station platform. Okay, well building it right here in this tight spot isn't working out for me. Let's try elsewhere. And give me a holler if one of these looks dangerous. People are so fickle with how much they like my park though. Ah, perhaps I need to take it the other way. Footpath is in the way? This thing can't surely can't need that much suspension. Oh, you get a good tour of the park up on this thing. We must go higher. You know, it would be really nice if this thing stopped at different locations. Oh, it's not tall at all. I thought it was much higher than it is. It's only 12 meters off the ground. That's a disgrace. There we go. Let's at least get 20, 30 meters off the ground. And we'll drop them off over here. Harder than I thought. Remember, Jake, there's a chair under the table. It's true. Have a bunch of station platform going and then get back into the air. Surely couldn't need a lot of station platforming. I think it's ramming right into this coaster, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, turn around just a bit before. Oh, looking good. Looking dang good. And that's the station platform. Ka-tunk. Don't these all need entrances and exits? That could be a problem. No, not if I drop people off here. Alright, so they all need... Yeah, they do, as expected. Okay. Man, the guest thing's looking great. I was a fool to ever doubt that this would go well. So when I say open, it says, no, this part needs something. And I go, sure, why not? So we build an entrance here. Well, somewhere. There's no queuing for this thing, you just get on and off. And then I go, okay, open now, and it says, no, this part needs an entrance and exit. I didn't tear it away from there, did I? No, good. Here it is. Oh, I hope it doesn't need an exit, because it's not getting one. Station not long enough. I'll say that again, but I needed it to take off. This could be a problem. Alright, I know what the answer is. Not to let people on or off here at all anyway. Brilliant. They just get to look at the idea of going on and off of it. People want to ride the thing, but where are the chairs? Okay, they're making it. I feel sick. Wait, vandalism? Well, that's not good. Sounds like we need some security guards. I guess I've made people unhappy to the point where they're breaking things. Yeah, people largely look pretty happy. But I guess for a while I had people getting real mad and smashing things up, which is a shame. But no, I have done horrible things to this park. Make me that fat money, folks. Alright, I'm not going to say I'm satisfied with this park, but I am glad we managed to turn it around thanks to the purple disaster. I just need to start making things that don't look so incredibly awful. Easy on the park rating there. I thought that was people falling off of the ride there. Thirst. It's not like I don't have places that you can buy drinks at. Maybe I don't have enough of them. Thinking about it, I doubt I treat shops and stalls as well as I should. Sunglasses. I'm gonna buy my sunglasses. What park rating do we need? We need 600 and we have 740. And we need 3,000 guests, we have 4,000. Or just shy of. Yeah, here it is. 3,000 guests at the end of October, year 4. Park rating 600. Yeah, we're looking fine on that. Well, hopefully the park rating doesn't shatter. It seems really fickle. It goes up and down like the wind. What an awful park. What mistakes did I make along the way here? Spending forever on this coaster might have been a mistake, but also the fact that I didn't expand in this direction at all. Because of this, I just looked at that and went, oh no, I can't do anything. I should have had it curve out towards here instead of here. Don't know why I took it in this direction. I'm still pretty happy with the coaster though. That double loop is awesome and it doesn't do it too fast. What a fun thing to ride. Those vertical G's and lateral G's are all in the right place. That's why it's such an exciting ride. Why contain it simply says 19 purple disasters. Well, it seemed to be exactly what the park needed. But we learnt something very important, and that was how much worth your time it is to have it synchronized. Where's a standalone purple disaster? That would be you. Standalone purple disaster 5.3. One that duels with another one, 6.01. So I should try to build synchronizing ones more often. I'd like it if they synchronized and went back on each other. I bet I could do intertwining purple disasters that would actually end up being pretty good rides. How would it work? I'd imagine this thing would loop around and then connect to there and go down. So you get on here, and then you get off on this, and then if you get on, you go around to the other one. That would be awesome. Alright, I think we need to experiment with this on this map. We'll clear it first because I'm terrified of not clearing the actual scenario. Park rating's fine though, I can't imagine this going into a bad place. Okay, thank goodness. No, let's be honest, it was Purple Disaster that won this one. Let's not be done here. I am certain we can do something with a Purple Disaster. We should just build it from scratch. But I want some music here, so what's the theme tune of the Purple Disaster anyway? Techno, of course. So custom design would start like this. Comes out a bit, doesn't have to be a lot. And then it goes up and up and up. Because it's... Hopefully I can just blast it out. There's a thought. If I do launch it, powered launch passing station sounds right, right? So you come up, let's maybe even spin you around a bit, because why not? And then... does it not bend around at all? Ooh, this could be a bit harder if I have to make it two-dimensional. But potentially not impossible. Let's just try and do as much as we can. I want it to spin twice. Then how does this work? Can you spin around so that the track then arcs around in a different way? No, you do a full spin. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for at all. Okay, so it's completely straight. I can't unstraighten this thing. Because when it's going straight, I can't turn it, I can't bank it. Hang on. Something weird's going on. It's going in a different direction. I see it all now. I just got to turn it twice, and then we can do it. Yes! This is going to end up a lot taller than I want it to be, though, but... that probably also means a lot more expensive than I want it to be, but oh well. It goes down, it twists around twice, then it comes into its own here. No, that's not what I want at all. What do I want? If it spins around once and then arcs out. Feels like there's not an easy way to have it be where I want it to be. But maybe if it goes out just one more than normal, then it goes down and down and down, then it spins around. Oh jeez, hard for me to even tell which direction's going where here. Maybe then I can have the station platform operate like that, and then it does kind of the same thing to get back to here. But it arcs around in a different way. No, not that different. Maybe that works. I wonder if it does. But that's not two different coasters, that's just a two different entrances to a coaster. Which isn't really what I was looking for. Jake, can you have two trains? I would hope so. I can't? Why can't I have two trains? Maybe because it's... No, how in the world would this work? Do I have to make a separate coaster here? Unable to operate with more than one station platform on this mode. Right, how about that then? Why? What's wrong with this? You can't connect two different coaster tracks. You can only have one train on launched coasters. Dang it. I wanted to be able to have them, you know, one of them launches up here whilst this one launches up here, and it would have synchronized launchers. Maybe build a slightly smaller one in the middle of the two. Like, I mean, I could have another one that just loops in the middle, but I wanted something relatively small and cheap here. I wonder how this one would be. Let's just get rid of this and assume that it was a normal straight bit. How good is this coaster? Let's just assume any old entrance and exit. Tell me what you like. Yeah, fantastic. I've seen worse. Hey, it's got pretty high excitement, pretty high intensity. The nausea is so-so. But that doesn't seem too bad. I bet I could have another... I bet I could have it synergized with another... similar what if I had another coaster right here, but it was just a bit wider? Get a loop around each of the top points. Yeah, I could have a roller coaster that did that. But what I wonder if I could also have is another one of these. And what it did was it synergized with this thing. I think that's a bit longer than this coaster is. 1, 2, 3, yeah. It was essentially this, it just came out one bit longer on each side. That's what I'm thinking. Not tight enough. These things need more space by the sides than I thought. Alright, so maybe it needs just a bit more coming out here. Now, I don't think this would actually make it terribly more exciting, but for space usage, this would probably be pretty good. Jake, the existing one is at ground level. You can't go under it. Not sure what you're getting at there. This does mean that the extra one's a bit... does take a bit longer than the other one. Alright, now, what if you were off? Oh, we should take a note of the excitement. What was it before? Well, it's 6.27 now. And it should also just have a boring old entrance and exit. Now let's test the two of you. Just copy paste the normal one to the left a bit. That would be an option. Oh, right, there's a bit of a problem if you don't have the power needed here. How much power was needed? 101. And just get through a bit of that. That is pretty cool. And 6.7, pretty exciting. Not yet available, get it to me. Yeah, add a few extra things and that's pretty good. Now, let's try something else. Let's try saving this as the... It's not a purple disaster, it's the red... I don't know, give me something here. Give me a name for this. Let's try to stay hydrated during all this excitement. The red disaster says why contain it. That's a terrible idea. I'll take the red menace from Tom Bowser though. Don't you run Nintendo? Okay, so now let's say I were to use that. Could I red menace? Let's just throw you over there. And then red menace again. How much dosh is this costing me? Ah, there's a slight problem with it, of course, that the entrances won't line up the way I want them to. Oh, well, what about that, though? What about that? Takes up a lot more space than I'd like it to if I do it that way, though. Can I not use the exits and entrances? Maybe I should save it without the exits and entrances. How do I get rid of specifically the exits and entrances? Demolish the station. Not sure if that can be done. Then I demolish the everything. Place the inner one first, delete the entrance, then place the other. Well, I could move where the entrances are. Not terribly important where they are, just as long as they're on the alternate sides there. Okay, yeah, that would be an easy way to do it. I could just move them for the first one I build, and then the second red menace is built thusly. Then I think it makes pretty good use of the space, but I wonder if synchronization works. Synchronize, synchronize, Test. Test. Please synchronize, guys. Oh, they don't. Still looks like they get the excitement boost from connecting. Okay, I think the front parts have to be the same. See where these parts match up. I could just save this as Red Menace 1 and Red Menace 2. Might be the better idea here. So I just go and... How many people get on per car? 4 passengers per car, so that's 16 per blast. That seems good enough, especially if I have a few of these. So I will go here and save you as Red Menace 2. Yeah, the Red Menage. Then I can build those two together, and there's a slight lack of, well, it's a bit of a shame the way they don't loop up together, but that seems fine as it is. Demolish the station, I think he means a deconstruct menu. Deconstruct menu that deconstructs stations? Well, it's not that. No, it is certainly not that. Or, you mean the deconstruct menu? I'm not seeing it, but there are plenty of things that I don't see. I quite like this, but I think I could like it a bit more if we had a loop in it. What happens if... Man, people are leaving and less happy, but we're still rolling in money here. Let's take the Red Menace for a moment, and then let's build some crummy coaster. The more standard the better, but these all seem to be suspension ones. I think it was the lay-down roller coaster worked for us here. Even that doesn't give me the height that I need here. Must be a way to just show the grid here. It would make my life a lot easier if I could see the way this grids. Otherwise I just gotta make assumptions, and I'm not good with assumptions. Probably a bit too high up. Is that actually going where I think it's going? No, not in the slightest. For one, that's 27 meters. And this is certainly not. Getting there. You just need to get a bit closer. And we're probably almost there. Wait, what? Where am I even? This is not at all the right place. It's S-band to the left a bit. Okay, now we look like we're somewhere. So hard to see the way these go in. Or maybe it's just me that finds these particularly hard. But I think it would be pretty exciting. Click on the floppy icon, go into the settings, and enable grid under the tree icon. Click on the floppy, go to settings, which I guess are options. Grid lines on the left. Oh my goodness, this game just became a whole lot more playable. Nice catch-you. Right. With this, I think I'm a whole lot more invincible. I'm going to S-bend left a couple of times. And then drop our height, and then there we go. We go through the thing. And now we just gotta loop-de-loop. Are we too low? Are we too high? I'm gonna guess that we're way too low. It's also possible that this is not possible, but I like to think that loops going through this would be amazing. Or maybe what it needs is these supports, and it can't have me taking away these supports. You can make it so shops are also set automatically open under the tower icon in the option menu. Help prevent arthritis. Automatically open. Oh my days. The things you're doing for me. Halcyon D20 saving my right hand. Can't figure out this loop. I'm just going to assume that this thing isn't wide enough, but we could otherwise do it. Alright. That seems like a safe enough assumption. If I did make this wider, we could probably loop it. Which would be pretty cool. Still, this I think gives me a nice bit of fun with the whatever these coasters are called. I know it's the red man, an inverted impulse coaster. And I wanted to come out of here with some kind of design that could be used later on. There's also the Quaver. I didn't call it the Quaver, did I? No, I just called it the half loop, which is a shame. It should be called something better. Oh well, point is, we made it. We defeated Amity Airfield in one shot. It's a bit of a disaster, but it's turning a profit and loads of people are here. That's the surprising part. Okay, onwards to the next one. Ugh.